Alright, another project finished up. This is my 4-foot sheet metal brake that I just finished up. And if you're interested in how I put all this together and how I built this, just continue to watch this video and it will show you. If you like this content, subscribe, hit the bell where you'll know when the next one comes out, and like, subscribe, hit the bell. This is my 4-foot brake I'm building. Took a piece of 3-inch channel and an 1.5 inch, 1 1/4 piece of bed rail to make this platen wider, and then this 2-inch piece of angle will be the movable platen for the brake. And these will be the ends on the end where the pivot will be. And it'll be a bench brake. I'm not building a stand for it at this time, although I could eventually build a stand underneath these if I decide to get it off of my bench. These are the fingers, which one side has been cut at a 45 to sit down, make the finger at the brake. And then there'll be a cap on top of that that holds them all together that they're bolted to. Anyway, this is a little project it's in progress. I'm getting further along with it, and hopefully it'll get done here in a few days, since I need it on my other project, which is up in the air right here, is I've got some sheet metal work to do. So that is that project. More later. This is how that works. The movable platen next to the brace will have these welded to this platen, and then the ends will go on that, and the ends will be held on by these under here. And that is how that will go together. Okay, we're back on this table brake I'm building. Today, this is where we've gotten, again, a reminder, 3-inch piece of channel, piece of 1.5 inches to expand this fixed platen, and then 2 by 1/4 movable platen is on. The ends have been created with a pin welded to the movable platen, and then the ends bolted to this. device. Then we had all the fingers made, and the fingers will bolt to that. And I'm now working on the fingers, so let's move over to that. Fingers are cut out of 2x2 and are 45'd off on, machined off on one side, and then they will fit underneath that cap and be screwed to that cap. And what I'm currently doing here is threading the hole with a thread. First I set this all up, mocked it up, and marked where I wanted holes in the top piece, drilled those holes, then took these fingers and used a locating punch and located where the holes go in each finger, and then drill pressed with a center drill to start, and then a number 7 drill to finish. And now I'm at the vise threading them. And the way I thread these is with a 1/4-20 tap, is what I'm using, 1/4-20. And basically the hole's already there, so this also has a drill bit on it that you couldn't make the hole with this. But this is how it's working. I do a touch of oil. Doesn't take much. Drill. Tap. Test. And that's how I will tap these until I do all the fingers. And then I'm going to get back on camera and show it mounted together. Okay, there's the fingers all bolted into the brace. Now there'll be a stiffener built onto the top of this brace, so you can adjust it to keep it parallel. And then there will be an arm put on this, built in such a way as it'll work as a brace to keep this straight. And this will be basically spring loaded up with a bolt on each end or a spinner on each end, where I can tighten it quickly and I can quite do it quickly, and it'll pick itself up. Slide the sheet metal in, break it, and I'll have a bench top, and if I decide, I can build a stand to put these on so that it's freestanding. So that's coming along. When I get further along with this piece, I'll make another part to this video. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is a mock-up for my sheet metal bender, sheet metal brake. I used 1.25 square tubing and 3/4 inch solid rod. It will be welded to this. This is the mock-up of it. And I hope this becomes a stiffener for that. If it does not, I will add another piece in the center. This will be vertical when the platen is down. So we're going to weld that up, and we'll see what we have when we get through welding that up. All right, I'm back working on my sheet metal brake. I'm bending the top support rod. I took a piece of 3/8 bar and I'm bending it, and I used a piece of 1/2 inch plate here to hold it, and a piece of tubing behind it to bend there, and then I'll have to bend the flat bend on the other end, and I'll have that bent. Also, on my brake, I have mocked up the handle, which will serve out, I'm hoping, as the stiffening rod for this. There's also a brace, but I used 1.25 inch tubing and 3/4 inch bar stock, and I got it tacked on there. I have the bolts tacked on for the bar and for the fingers in it. And so right now I'm bending that support piece here. That will sit on top of here with an adjustment in here so we can hold this stiff and straight when we're bending. I haven't quite got it all bent up yet, but I'm going to finish bending that, and then we should be ready to weld that up. So once that's mocked up, I'll completely disassemble it and weld it up all underneath, around, and whatever. And we'll then bend a piece of metal with it and see what happens. So that's an update on that. Keep updating until I get it done. Just coming along.